Self-compassion is a key component of self-love. If you could use some more compassion in your life, these 7 tips are for you. Self-compassion is about how we treat ourselves during times of failure or suffering. Are you your own best friend or your worst enemy? Do you treat yourself with concern, kindness, understanding, and gentleness, or with harsh criticism? According to Dr. Kristen Neff, a pioneer in self-compassion research, self-compassion has 3 main components. The first is self-kindness, where we are gentle and kind with ourselves. The second is common humanity, where we acknowledge that humans are imperfect and that suffering is a shared experience. And the third is mindfulness, observing and being aware of our suffering. Research shows that greater self-compassion can lower depression and anxiety. It triggers the release of the love hormone oxytocin, decreases the stress hormone cortisol, and activates our parasympathetic system to soothe us in times of stress. The first thing you can do is be patient with yourself. Your baby is learning to walk, takes a few steps and falls. Do you lose patience with them and scold them? Or do you scoop them up and give them a big hug and cheer them on? When you face a setback, think of yourself like that baby and treat yourself with gentleness and love. We all have a little child within us that needs us to be gentle with them. We are human and we all stumble and fall. We can scoop ourselves up and give ourselves a big hug when we fall. See your setbacks and mistakes as opportunities for growth. The next step is to validate your emotions. When you're feeling low, do you acknowledge your feelings and use them to cultivate self-awareness, or do you tell yourself to get over it? Our emotions are natural, and while we may not be able to express them right away, always remember to take a few moments to acknowledge them, journal about them, or share them with a friend that you can trust. Cultivate mindfulness by staying in the present moment and acknowledging your feelings without judgment or criticism. Use techniques such as meditation, deep breathing, and body scans to create present moment awareness. You could try a loving kindness meditation where you extend wishes of peace and happiness to yourself and others. Being present with yourself in a compassionate, non-judgmental way promotes self-love. Embrace your emotions with acceptance and openness. Take the time to experience them and then move on. The next step is to challenge your inner critic. If your best friend came to you and said that her relationship had just ended, would you say, "You didn't deserve him. I knew it wouldn't last. You'll never find anyone so good again. You'll be alone for the rest of your life"? No, you'd probably sit with her and hold her hand and extend words of comfort and encouragement. You'd say something like, "I imagine how heartbroken you must feel right now, and I'm here for you. Let me know how I can help you. We'll get through this." Be that friend to yourself. The way you speak to yourself affects your self-image and self-perception, and speaking positive words to yourself can improve your self-love. As John Astroff says, be very careful what you say to yourself because someone important is listening. You. Talk to yourself as you would someone you love. Our inner critic can cause us to self-sabotage. It says to us, "You're not good enough. You're a failure. You don't deserve that promotion." When your boss finds out how incompetent you really are, he'll fire you. And you decide not to apply for the promotion even though it's your dream job and you're perfectly competent. When you catch yourself having self-critical thoughts or thinking critical words, challenge the validity of the thought or word. Are you really incompetent? Not at all. You've held similar positions in the past and you performed well. You received a glowing performance appraisal. Remember? Reframe the thought or word with a self-compassionate affirmation. Say, "I'm capable. I can do this. I'm qualified for this job. And I'm a fast learner and I'll handle anything that comes my way." Use a mantra that resonates with you and repeat it regularly to reinforce your feelings of self-compassion. Find something to compliment yourself about every single day. When you begin the day affirming yourself with uplifting and empowering words, your self-critic isn't able to get the upper hand. Tell yourself the positive things that you deserve to hear. The next step is to release your fantasy self. At this age, I should have completed my doctorate. All my friends are married with children and have been left behind. I should have had my own business by now, but here I am still working for these people. Release the could haves, would haves, and should haves. A lot of pain and suffering comes from holding on to fantasy identities. We're not where we thought we would be, and it causes us to suffer. Accept where you are and believe that this is where you're meant to be. And your current location doesn't have to be your final destination. You don't have to conform to society's expectations. You can go at your own pace. Decide where you want to go and take the first steps now. It's not too late. You're right on time. The next step is to embrace your uniqueness. Celebrating your uniqueness is a great way to practice self-love. Allow yourself to be authentic and vulnerable. Be true to who you are. Embrace your imperfections. They make you unique and lovable. Cultivate a sense of lightness and humor towards yourself, even your imperfections. Dare to express yourself authentically. Everyone won't like you and accept you, and that's okay. Please yourself and accept yourself as you are. The next step is to practice self-forgiveness. Forgive yourself for past mistakes and shortcomings. Forgive yourself for feeling that you weren't enough. Forgive yourself for not taking care of yourself well. Forgive yourself for being your own worst enemy. Forgive yourself for putting yourself last. When we forgive ourselves, we release ourselves from the burden of resentment, anger, and pain. Forgiveness is a process, and it may require time, but it can be so liberating. Forgive yourself. Let go of the past and embrace the present with compassion and acceptance. The next step is to reach out. Surround yourself with supportive and uplifting people, environments, and media. Seek support from trusted family members, friends, or even a therapist when needed. Share your struggles and allow yourself to receive care and compassion from others. Your inner circle should be people who love you and care for you unconditionally. Also, remember to give support. When we volunteer or give support, care, or service to others, it fosters a feeling of compassion and connection. We recognize our interconnectedness and the fact that we are all worthy of compassion. When you're feeling low on self-compassion, give yourself a gentle hug or place your hands on your heart to soothe yourself. A self-compassionate touch can be calming and reassuring. Self-compassion is not indulgent or selfish. It's an essential part of self-care, and it helps you to nurture and love yourself more. Did any of the points resonate with you? If so, please share your key takeaway in the comments. Thank you for being here, and remember, treat yourself with compassion. You deserve it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.